Hi there, I'm Jody Rogers, and today we are on day 45 of our 100 Days to Creating a 2020 Vision. Today's topic, schedule it. Maybe you've said yourself, or definitely heard others say, I just don't have time for that. But the fact is, we all have the same 24 hours. Why is it that some people seem to be so accomplished, living their dreams, having great hobbies, great social life, and others are just kind of struggling to get by and fit it all in? Well, part of the reason might be they're just not prioritizing and they just don't know where they're spending their time. So today we're going to go through a few tips to understanding where you're spending your time and how to prioritize so that the important stuff gets done so you can move forward in living your life to the fullest. So the first tip is going to be to understand, where are you spending your time? This could look like tracking daily what activities you're doing. In fact, I'm reading the book Essentialism, and that was a task given to me in this past week, was to look at my days from when I wake up till when I go to bed in half-hour blocks and just fill in what did I do during that time. Maybe you want to do more of a 9 to 5 or maybe 9 to bed, whatever that looks like. Just go through 1 week. This isn't to judge or condemn or to, see how busy you are or how great you're doing, but just to understand, where am I actually spending my time? So that first step is really track it. Track your time. Next is to prioritize. So figure out, what are the important things in your life that you want to give time to that maybe you're just not finding the time for. We've all heard of that story or that analogy of the jar and trying to fit in the big rocks, the middle rocks, the pebbles, and the sand. And if we fill the jar with sand, those are all the little trivial, tedious tasks to do. And then we put in the small pebbles and then the stones and then finally try to fit in the big rocks. We just can't fit it all in, right? But if we start with the big rocks, the big priorities, the important things that we want to do, put those in the jar first, then you can fit in the stones, then the little pebbles, and then the sand, and you'll find that you can actually fit it all in, and the important stuff doesn't get left out of the jar. So prioritize. What are those big areas of your life that you want to give attention to? And next, you want to schedule it. I know some people go, oh, I don't want to schedule my time. I don't want to be constrained to a schedule. But I'm going to tell you, there's actually freedom in that. That helps you with boundaries. It helps you to know when to say yes and when to say no to things. So a couple examples for me. Obviously for me, I'm an entrepreneur. So sometimes my weeknights, they're just going to be blocked with events. But I always block out my Friday nights and my Sundays for family time. So my family knows that they're important. Those things are important to me and they are on my schedule. And as best I can, I avoid any activities that don't include my family on a Friday night or a Sunday. And then I start to block in, what are the key tasks throughout the week that I need to get done. And slowly I map out my schedule, and then I can see where I can fit in some of those less important or trivial things. Yesterday I was talking to a coach, and she gave me a couple other great tips in terms of scheduling and planning your week. First off, if you are someone who works full-time and you're just trying to figure out, where could I start maybe a side business, or how can I fuel my passions with a class in the evening or something like that. Of course, your schedule is going to look a little different. Likely your 9 to 5 or your 8 till 6 is already, called for and blocked off because of your day job. But then you can start to map out which parts during the week could you schedule in for yourself. For an entrepreneur, the great advice I heard yesterday was looking at, pick a couple days, maybe 2 days of the week that you want to work on your business. So this would be working on those priorities that are going to help grow your business. Maybe it's a new presentation, a new structure, getting into a CRM program, and then pick 3 days where you work in your business. And that means, where are you networking, having coffees and follow-ups, teaching classes if that's the kind of business you're running. So I like that idea of dedicating a day to working on the business and then other days to working in the business. And then when you chunk out your day and really figure out what do I need to do at set times throughout the day, to set a timer. Now you've heard me mention this before, but setting a timer for working on something for 25 minutes and then giving yourself a break can really help you get focused and stay on track. And you can do anything for 25 minutes. So I hope you find this helpful. First, evaluate where you're spending your time, make a list of priorities on what you want to fit in your day, and then schedule it. And before you know it, you'll find that you're really living your life to the fullest and being able to fit in those things that are really important to you. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join me tomorrow for more great tips on creating a clear 2020 vision. Bye.